Last part. We are in Windows. We are good to go. Now, there is a way to install it without all the bloatware, but it's a little bit more involved, and I didn't plan for that on this tutorial, but we're logged in, and what we want to do now is I want to show you how to install the guest editions and enable the drag and drop. So we want to go back to our Virtualbox manager, and we want to go into the settings, and we want to go into the system, I'm sorry, the general settings. Now it's going to be in the advanced section. What we want to do is we want to go to the shared clipboard and the drag and drop, and we want to make sure that it's set to bidirectional for both of them. Okay, that's the first thing that you do, and then you hit OK. Then you want to go to the settings, and you want to see the shared folder, and it is there. Okay, so yes, that's where you can add things to it. So we already set that up. Now we can minimize that, and what we need to do is find our VirtualBox guest editions, and that is within the VirtualBox folder itself. So we're going to have to find it. I could find it a little bit faster this way if I just go into here and go into the library, and then I go into VirtualBox, I'm sorry, applications, VirtualBox, where is it now? Let me search for it. I gotta find it. Okay, here it is. I have the ISO right here. Let me double check what version of VirtualBox I'm using so I can make sure I get the right ISO. So I go to About VirtualBox. This is version 6.128. I use a downgraded version because I was having issues with the latest version, but most likely the latest version will work fine for you. So let me see if I have the 6.128 guest editions on here. Let me double check. Yep, here it is, right here, VirtualBox guest editions. I'm going to drag it to the desktop to make it easier to access. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to go to Devices, Optical Drives. We want to remove, I'm sorry, we don't have to remove the nothing, just scratch what I said. We want to insert the guest edition CD image. Probably because I moved it out of its spot, now it can't locate it. Oh boy, why did I do that? What is the path? Okay, so I'm going to have to put it back in its path. Let me see if I double click on it. Okay, so let me double click on it like this. There we go. So you don't have to necessarily grab it from the drop down menu. It's going to install it right now as long as you can find the package manager for it. So it was fine that I dragged it to the desktop. I just did that to make it easier to find. So you hit continue. You can change install location, but by default I just like to leave it as is. I'm going to hit install. Then I got you into my password. Now, don't worry, there's a reason why it failed, is because I have to open the security preferences and allow the permission, because by default it's blocked. So I gotta unlock that. This is Macintosh for you. And then right here, it's already set up down there. It says System Software from Developer Oracle was blocked from loading. Let's allow it. And then we're going to restart. So after the restart, we will come back. So I'm going to stop it here and then we'll resume.